What up? What's good? Welcome, everybody. It is the Money Match Gaming Podcast. I am here with part of my co host team, uh, Dan. I did it backwards, so it's one of those days where I did a little backwards. My bad. I am the Infinite. I'm part of the co host team. I got my good old man, the one and only, the one Dan Estrada, son. We meet in the ether like that. That's just how our little setup's set up. But welcome, welcome, welcome. This week, we are here to talk what's coming soon in September 2019. Dan, if you wouldn't mind giving him a few words.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Dan, part of the Money Match Gaming Podcast Talk Show Extravaganza Spectacular. And we're here, like Lance said, to talk about what's coming soon in September. Now, it's a pretty heavy month on the game side. It is a pretty, in my opinion, light month on the movie side. But there's a lot of stuff coming out. But that makes sense. Movie season tends to be the summer. Game season tends to be the fall. So all sorts of stuff. Do you want to just get right into it?
Of course. Let's get to it.
All right, we're starting with September 3rd. We have Catherine Full Body coming out on the PS4. We have Children of Morta coming out on the PC. We have Last Oasis coming out on the PC. Phoenix Point coming out on the PC and Xbox One. Root Letter Last Answer on the PS4 and Switch in the United States. And Spyro Reignited Trilogy is coming out for the PC and Switch. On September 5th, we have Green Hell coming out for the PC and WRC 8 coming out for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. September 6th, we have Creature in the Well coming out for the PC, Xbox One, and Switch. We have Gears 5 coming out for the Xbox One and PC if you have Game Pass. It comes out, I think, on the 10th if you don't. Gun Pixels comes out on the Switch on September 6th. The Monster Hunter World DLC Iceborne comes out on the PS4 and Xbox One on September 6th, as well as NBA 2K20 comes out on the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. So yes, this is the month where we see the most sports games. There's a couple more still to come. September 10th, Blasphemous comes out on the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, which is just Pro Evolution Soccer. I don't know why they added the word eFootball to it. I think that's silly, but they did. That comes out September 10th, and Greedfall comes out for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One on September 10th. September 13th, we have Borderlands 3, a long-awaited sequel to Borderlands 2, coming out on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Daemon X Machina coming out on the Switch. And another sports game, NHL 20, coming out on the PS4 and Xbox One. September 17th, we have AI, the Somnium Files, coming out for the PC, PS4, and Switch. Bus Simulator for the PS4 and Xbox One. Castle Crashers Remastered on the Switch. Destiny 2 New Light on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. I believe that's like the free-to-play version of Destiny 2 coming out. And on that same day, also, the new expansion comes out for Destiny 2, Shadowkeep. That also comes out for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. The last game coming out on September 17th is Groundhog's Day, Like Father, Like Son, on the PC, VR, and PSVR. On September 19th, we have Truck Driver coming out on the PS4 and Xbox One. On September 20th, we have The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening I guess it's just not called a remaster, but kind of a remaster? I don't know. It's a redone version of Link's Awakening. It's coming out on the Switch. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, which is the remaster of the first game. It's actually remastered on PC and PS4, and on the Switch it's not getting remastered, which is interesting. But that comes out September 20th. The Sojourn is coming out on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And the Untitled Goose Game comes out on the PC and Switch on September 20th as well. September 24th, we have Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition coming out on the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Cat Quest 2 for the PC. Contra Rogue Corps for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Dead by Daylight is getting ported to the Switch. Hell of Men, Blood Brothers for the PC. And The Surge 2 is coming out on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And then the final day of games for the month, we have September 27th. We have Code Vein coming out on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. For all those that you who don't know, that is like anime Dark Souls. Dragon Quest XI S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition coming out on the Switch on September 27th. Another sports game, FIFA 20th, comes out on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One on September 27th. And Tropico 6 comes out on the PS4 and Xbox One. That's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff there. So, what would you like to talk about first of these things? What is catching your fancy?
We can just go down the list. I mean, Final Fantasy, like, interesting, obviously. It's a long time coming, I guess, right? That's the same one, right? It's not...
That's Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay, so that's the Leon one, yeah?
Yeah.
The Gunblade one? Okay, yes. Never mind, it isn't the one I was thinking of. I still like the game.
I've just never played Final Fantasy VIII, so the fact that it's coming out again will give me a chance to play it. Will I? Probably not, but it gives me a chance to pretend like I'm going to. The next game you have highlighted here is Phoenix Point. I don't know anything about this.
Okay, let me refresh my memory. I did look it up, but I've already forgotten. It seemed like a game that I enjoyed. Oh, okay. It's like an XCOM game. Definitely my type of game. I didn't think you'd want a whole lot of it. But that's basically the best way to explain it. So it's like a top-down view, grid layout, a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics in a sense. Obviously not with the magic and the units and classes and all that other stuff, but more, XCOM-y. And yeah, it's something I'd play. It's not anything I'm gonna buy at the moment, but it looks interesting. I'd give it a go. I'd give it a gander.
Fair enough. Does not sound like my kind of game, so I probably will not.
The next one is me as well. Gears of War 5. I've always been a Gears fan. I enjoy the series. I enjoy the franchise. I wish they'd fixed the story, and I wish it was more together instead of this loose soup of random ideas that never really went anywhere. You know what I mean? Maybe there's some super fanatic. There always is. But well, if you would just read this obscure lore in a book somewhere, you'd know. And yeah, cool.
I don't know. I've never played a Gears game. They don't really seem like my cup of tea. So.
Oh yeah, they're all gritty and yeah. They're fun though. I love them. I love them a lot. And I can't wait till this new one comes out. The alpha felt good. It felt good enough for Alvin to play it. Smurf, which is cool. Because, at this point, it looks like we're going to have a full squad. My brother is playing it. I have two friends that play it. So we're going to have this full squad of individuals, which is unusual. It's unusual to kind of catch that in my circle. A game that we all can play. So I'm really excited about that. So,
that's nice. That's cool.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
The next game I have highlighted here is Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Now, I'm probably not going to get this right away. However, I have a few friends who are very excited about it. I like Monster Hunter World. It was good. Iceborne is adding a whole new world, harder monsters, new weapon sets, new item sets that you can craft and grind for. And I think that's pretty cool that they're doing that. So, hats off to Monster Hunter. I just wanted to give them a little shout out. And like I said, the last game was good, but I just don't feel like playing it anymore.
So it's just a whole nother space with monsters, equipment, and gear. Is that the idea behind the DLC?
Yeah. I mean, it's like a new world essentially, like a whole new story type thing.
Got you. Our next one we're both excited about.
Well, yeah. I mean, the next one is the game of the month and hopefully one of the games of the year, Borderlands 3. Which I will probably be doing a lot of until I finish it. Maybe even after I finish it. Who knows? I'm very excited for that game.
Are you still blind? Still going in blind?
Most part. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I've seen some stuff, but for the most part, I haven't really, looked into it too much. I haven't looked into, talent trees or anything like that. I just want to play the game.
Just want to get out there, huh?
Yep.
Get out there and get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know you. I would expand, but yeah, it looks good. It looks good. A lot of the stuff that I've heard about it, it's definitely more of the same, with some interesting twists and stuff. They said the main bad guys don't seem very cliche because they were really worried. Quite a few people were worried that the main bad guys, the Psycho twins, I don't remember their name. Do you remember their names by chance?
I just remember them as the twins.
Okay, so the twins.
That's the problem with going in fairly blind. I don't really know any.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You know the aspect of them being like killer streamers. Maybe that's one way to put it. They stream all their kills and so on and so forth.
No, I didn't know.
No, you didn't know that? Okay, see, I better just stop.
Let's just stop talking. About it.
Yeah. It's just I'll let you go in blind.
That's a fair way.
The next one is
we have on the list is Daemon X Machina, which I figured you would be excited for that since it's what you essentially asked for. You wanted a new Armored Core, and that's kind of what it is.
Yeah. It seems a little bit more simple, but you kind of don't know. Did
you play the demo? There is a demo that's been out for a while on the Switch.
Nah, I haven't bothered. I've been busy doing other stuff. There's like a lot of games that came out, like the whole, Three Houses. Why can't I Fire Emblem Three Houses? There we go. And there's like 2 other games. Some DLC came out. It's coming out for Warhammer as well. I'll play that. So there's been a lot of things that I've been kind of exploring. The Remnant.
Well, I'm just saying that came out like a long time, like months ago.
Yeah. The demo. I forgot about it, and I'll just play it when I get some time. I can't buy it yet, so it's just on the list of things to do.
Fair enough. The next thing on the list is Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Which it looks adorable. Like I think that game looks adorable as hell. Am I probably gonna get it at some point? Yeah. Like I think it looks good. I've never beaten a Zelda game, so maybe that'll be one I beat. Yeah, that's really it. I just think the game looks great, so I'm probably gonna pick it up. The next one is Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch, which you highlighted here.
Yeah, I like the other Ni no Kuni. It's sitting on my PlayStation, which I never turn on. But I enjoyed the game. A lot of those games take a fair amount of focus. And
I beat Ni no Kuni too. It was okay.
It's okay.
Was not like my favorite game ever, but I did like it.
Yeah. I feel very, very similar in a lot of senses. I like it though. Maybe I can wait till it's like cheaper or something. But it looked interesting, and it's still my style of game. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know my friend liked that game a lot, the first one, so I'm sure I'll probably check it out at some point. It's just not something I'm going to get right away.
And then there's, Contra, Rogue Corps. I've always kind of been a fan of Contra. It's like one of my first introductions to video games itself. And so, as much as they have like I like Metal Slugs too. I like those games in general. I just like them. They're like my mindless game that you don't have to think too much. You just pull the trigger. There's usually like very little to no story. You're just blowing stuff up, and I'm fine with that. And that's what that game means to me. So let's roll with it. Let's roll with it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Contra Rogue Corps except for the trailer they showed at Switch, and it to me it did not look good. But I also have no. It's nothing like other Contra games either. It's like a third-person, like 3D.
Yeah, you can jump, and it's like not open world, but there's a fair amount of stuff going on. It looks like.
Right, it looks different. It looks. Not trying to put it down though, because I don't know anything about it yet. But it definitely did not tickle my fancy when I saw it initially.
All right, the next one is the Scourge 2. Surge 2. Do you remember this one? We talked about it a little bit.
I remember the first one, and I didn't play it, and it looked like a Dark Souls in space, and everybody I know who played it, other than one guy, said it was not bueno.
Okay. This one I think is like located in the city, and you have to like work your way through and steal equipment from other people's bodies. I believe that's the game, but that's what made it interesting. It looks all right.
Yeah, the first one is like I said, it's Dark Souls, I think, in space. But my buddies who are big Souls guys were not fans of it, so I mean, and I'm not a Souls guy, so I'm just not gonna. It's just not my cup of tea right there.
That boy, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Especially when if I was gonna get a Souls game, I would get Code Vein, which is anime Souls game, just because I like the art style of anime Souls game more than I like the art style of the Surge too. But still not gonna be a game I pick up because I don't enjoy playing torture porn video games. That's all we have highlighted for video games. You ready to move on to the movies that are coming out this month?
Let's go for it, sir.
Right, like I said earlier, it's a rather light list, especially in comparison to the video game monstrosity that we just went through. So, September 6th, we have It Chapter 2. September 13th, we have Hustlers and the Goldfinch. September 20th, we have Rambo Last Blood, Ad Astra, and Downton Abbey. And September 27th, we have Abominable and Judy. And I apologize if I sneeze. I feel one coming on. I don't know if you can see it in my face, but I might sneeze.
It's a coming.
But it's not shooting out right now, so we'll just try and press on through it. So the first one I have highlighted here is It Chapter 2. Not really a movie I care about seeing at all, but I did enjoy the first one, so I was like, oh, I mean, I could see this movie, but it's not something that I'm like, gung-ho, like, I'm not gonna go to the opening weekend to be like, I'm going to see It Chapter 2 because I want to see It Chapter 2. It's more like, if I see It Chapter 2, it's like, we're watching it for the podcast. But yeah, I mean, the movie was fine. The first one was fine, so there's a second one coming out. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm good. So the last of them are all me. Rambo. I like action movies. I've
never seen a Rambo movie. I honestly don't think Sylvester Stallone's a very good actor, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I like the Rockies, and it's not like I'm like, oh, stunning performance. So I just like those movies. And this is kind of like more of the same.
I'm sure.
I thought you would have liked Ad Astra, the Brad Pitt movie with him going in space and there being like some foreign city on a different.
Oh, where his like dad's dead or something like that.
Yeah. It just seemed like you, so I was like surprised.
Yeah,
that you didn't
I mean, I don't really like artsy space movies that much, but I would probably see that one. Okay. Like I don't like Interstellar. The Martian was like okay, like. That wasn't really an artsy space movie, but that was a space movie. I didn't see like The Arrival or anything like that. Like I don't really watch artsy space movies. Not really my genre, but I would check that one out.
Yeah. And then the last one's Abominable. Abominable.
It's a new DreamWorks movie.
Yeah. I just like them. I imagine I'll go see it with my daughter. My wife will be back by then, so it's something for us to do as a family. So I was like,
for sure.
Let's get a little highlight.
DreamWorks is very interesting for me because like I like DreamWorks, like I like a lot of DreamWorks movies, but I don't like ever make the effort to go see DreamWorks movies. Like I'll watch them and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. I like that, but I'm like. I will never, like, I couldn't tell you the last DreamWorks movies I saw in a theater. Kung Fu Panda 1, maybe? Maybe Shrek 2? I don't know. I don't know what it is either. And I don't know why. It's just, because, like, I like How to Train Your Dragon. I saw 1 and 2 and 3. 2 was the worst one. I like 1 and 3 a lot more. I even saw Shark Tale, and but that was also in theaters, but that was when I was a kid. I saw both the 2 of the Kung Fu Panda movies. I think there's more than that.
Yeah, there's quite a few actually. There might be but some of them are kind of like spin-offs. They're not like full-on productions.
I'm talking about like the main, like the 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there might only be 3 Kung Fu Pandas.
Yeah.
I mean, and then there's always Megamind, which is arguably one of the better animated movies. Period. Like I think that movie is incredible, and if you have not seen it, I highly recommend it.
Really? You like it?
I love Megamind.
I like it too.
Megamind is so good. Like Megamind is like extremely incredibly good for no reason. Like it's better than it has any right to be.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually. I think that's an unpopular opinion. Everybody, like, I remember posting something on our Instagram, Instagram.
I'll send you a video of a guy who feels like very similar. Like he feels way more way more into it than I even do. So you'll appreciate that video. Like that, he only speaks the truth.
I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I remember when we had like 15,000 on Instagram for a little while before that got shut down, and before that got shut down, I remember posting a meme about Megamind, and I wrote in the caption like, I actually want another Megamind. Who's down?
I would love, but no, they said no. Like the dude from DreamWorks was like, "We'll never do another Megamind."
And it
like,
was just,
why? It's so good.
It was just flame underneath in the comments, and I was like, man.
I think all right. So Megamind is actually going through like a bit of a renaissance on the internet now. A lot of memes are coming out of Megamind after they put it back on Netflix, and like people are actually watching it now and not just like talking crap because it's not The Incredibles or whatever. But Megamind is solid, and I think there's a lot of people who like Megamind.
It's like classy.
I think the Megamind fan base is growing every day, and that's incredible because it's so good. Like I watched it recently with my buddy just because I was like, "Yo, you never seen Megamind? All right, dude, we're watching Megamind right now.
We're getting this done."
Yeah. And then watch it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I like that a lot. That was really good." And I was like, "Yeah, dude."
I think it was the bad guy. I think that's what got you.
There is no bad guy. That's the thing.
I mean,
there's I guess
technically
there's Hal, but you know he's kind of made bad guy. I mean, he's essentially what would happen if you give an incel, superpowers.
Yeah.
Like I mean, because he's an incel throughout the entire movie, and then he's like, oh no, now I'm a Chad. I can talk to the ladies, and that's just not how it works because. You're still creepy like that.
You're still creepy, man.
But I guess he's kind of the villain, but like even still, it like kind of subverts the whole villain hero trope because the initial hero villain like is switched so quickly.
Right. And I think that little thing is actually what does it. I think people like things to hate, you know, and like in that movie,
for sure.
In that movie, it's like you don't really hate, you know, like Hal. You just kind of like.
I mean, I think he's definitely a hateable character.
I mean, he's hateable, but it's like he kind of gets swept up, and he doesn't do very much damage. And you're just like, you're kind of a creep, dude. And it's like creep is like the strongest feeling I ever felt towards the character.
He's 100% a creep.
That was it, you know. Like, and a lot of the good baddies tend to be a little bit more forthright about their evil and so on and so forth than their ability to do harm. Mm-hmm. And he's kind of like, I guess.
Once again, he's had his bad powers for all of like a week at the time of the final shutdown. So,
and I respect it. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, like that's fair. But anyway, yeah, Megamind definitely.
check it out. It has nothing to do with today's podcast.
December 2019, but Megamind's great. Just want to, just shout it out, bro.
All right. So I mentioned last time we had our podcast that we would do remakes and our feelings and thoughts about them. Sorry, we had to do this one first, but I believe we'll do that one this upcoming week.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you guys for coming out. It's been kind of a short one. These ones tend to be short unless we have a lot to say about the games coming out.
Delivering the information straight up to your brain.
There you go. Hopefully there's some things that you guys are interested about. But we'll see you guys later, man. Goodbye. Good night.
Later.
Dusto.
I'm finding this video to send to you.